Hi everyone, welcome to another channel of Millionaire Whisperer. I am Vic.
And I'm Joe.
Yes, and so Joe, what do we have for the audience today?
So today we're going to do a review on Skye on Holland, which will be launching on the 26th of September. So the golden question for this project is, will your profits be sky high or will you end up paying sky high for Holland?
Yes, correct. This is a very interesting topic because this is a project that everyone is waiting for, especially those that's looking maybe more into the Holland area. This is really one of the rare gems. So Joe, share with us a little bit more. Who is the developer for this?
It's actually made out of a consortium of 4 developers, but the main two leading it will be UOL and CapitaLand.
Interesting. So the curious thing that all the audience want to know is, why are there only 3 bids for this Holland GLS?
If we take a look at the last 4 pieces of land, like Bayshore, we have 8 bids, we have Chuan Park, which has 4 bids, we have Dunearn, which came in with how many bids?
9 bids. Oh my god.
9 bids.
Yeah.
And even Holland Link, which is just almost nearby, we have 5 bids. Okay, if you were to take a look at the overall quantum for this land bid is 805 million, which is almost quite near to the 1B mark. So not many developer would have the capital to really bid this piece of land. It's the main reason why there are only 3 bidders for this piece of land.
Okay, interesting. I think you got the question answered very well and professionally. Okay, so guys, so let me just basically run through with you what is the land bid price for this Holland Drive project. Okay, so developer none other than CapitaLand, none other than UOL, they actually bid this project for 1285 PSF per plot ratio. So if you were to add in all the construction costs, land financing costs, the break even is 2203 per square feet. And if you were to factor in the 20% profit margin and also the factoring the harmonization, we are looking at 2828 per square feet.
That's right. So looking at the land bid for Skye at Holland, it really looks very exciting because if we're going to put this side by side against even Elta, which is in OCR, Elta land price is 1250 per square feet. This is right smack in core central, Skye at Holland 1285. In fact, if we were to put it against many of the upcoming piece of land, like Bayshore coming in at 1388 per square feet, Chuan Grove coming in at 1376 per square feet, Dunearn coming in at 1410, and Holland Link, which is much further with no MRT, coming in at 1432 PSF. If the developer is going to be very kind to us, I think it looks really very exciting, the launch prices.
Okay, so right now, guys, in order to know whether is it a buy or should you say bye-bye, is that we need to look at the precedence of condo, which is just beside it. This is called One Holland Village. Joe, share with us, who is the developer for this One Holland Village?
Okay, so of course, if you have many fur friends, you will surely be at One Holland Village. Or if you love food over there, you would have visited this One Holland Village. So way back, Far East got this piece of land. They paid 1.2 million for this piece of land. And the land plot, they actually paid 1,888 PSF per plot ratio.
Yeah.
There's only one resale transactions that have happened. And this either has given the future buyers of Skye a bit more confidence or maybe a little less confidence. Why is it that a bit more confidence? Is because the PSF for this resale unit has actually hit as high as 3,781
Wow, that's
PSF.
really high.
But it has also given some people less confidence to enter Skye because they feel that is it that nobody is interested to buy resale from them. So I took a deeper look actually at One Holland Village. First thing first, if we were to take a look at the number of units at One Holland Village, it's only a total of 296 units. As compared to Skye, the number of units, 666 units. I think you can never forget how many units they have. So easy to remember. So number 2 is that if we were to take a look at the piece of land for One Holland Village, it is true that on paper, it's about 291,000 square feet. But if we were to zoom deeper into it, right, out of this 291,000 square feet, 80 over 1,000 is allocated to the office, and you have 145,000 square feet allocated to the retail. And in fact, the rest of the land is kind of divided between service apartment and the remaining number of units. So if you were to really take a look at it, the land really dedicated to residential isn't that big. Moving on ahead, I think this is the big reason why One Holland Village may not have as many resale transactions as compared to some of the freehold ones in this area. If you were to go into their 1 bed, 2 bed, their unit mix, right, 70% are actually 1 and 2 bed.
I guess that's a big issue. So I think the next thing is that probably who will buy 1 and 2 bedder? Do you agree with me, the audience out there? They are not going to be the one that buy for own stay. They are going to be the one that is investing. They are the investors. So the question is, Joe, will investor pay high or will they pay low usually?
We leave it to the audience.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Okay. But I think based on my perspective, is that in the development, you have too many of such small units. Naturally, is that right? The vibe is not as good, and only not just that, but the prices will not appreciate as much as a development that has more of 3 and 4 beders.
That's right. So if you were to take a closer look at the 2-bed at One Holland Village, way back even in the year 2023,
Wow.
people have already paid for a 2-bed, 1-bath at 689 square feet, $2 million.
Oh my God.
In fact, there's a series for 2-bed over here. It's called the Leven series. The 2-bed is as big as 947 square feet. But let's take a deeper look at the floor plan, right? What do you observe here? Lots and lots
of wasted space.
Balcony space, not wasted. Maybe you may like it. Okay, but the point is, quantum-wise, you probably have to pay as much as 2.6 million for a 2-bed. Not so easy for the masses to
I think
accept.
it's not very palatable in the resale market. Yeah.
Moving on to the 3-bed at One Holland Village, we only have 79 units here. What problem do you see over here?
Wow, the balconies are super huge, man, and it's actually all the way linked to the bedroom. So I feel that this layout, in terms of efficiency, it may not be something that the homeowners really wants. I feel that it can be better, it can be more well crafted.
So, coming along, we have understand a little bit about why One Holland Village may not perform that well. So now we're going to go into Skye at Holland and take a deeper look. Once again, are you going to be making sky-high profits here, or would you end up paying sky-high for this project? So, Skye at Holland, where is the exact location? It's literally almost next to One Holland Village.
Correct.
I love the location, honestly, because I feel that when you are in such a location, you basically enjoy convenience right at your doorstep, but yet you don't have to pay a premium for a mixed development. And historically, there are many mixed developments which they have to pay a premium for it, and the project which is next door to it, they get convenience as well, but yet you don't have to pay a premium, and they have performed very well. One of the clear examples we have seen before will be probably Woodley Residence against Park Colonial.
Correct. Okay, so now some rapid facts about this Skye at Holland. Okay, comprising of a total of 666 units, 2 blocks of 40-story residential with 2 basements, 2-story car park. It comes with also a full condo facilities. TOP going to be around Q1 of 2029. So the land size of this development is 133,343 square feet. Okay, it has 100% car park lot. Wow, Joe, do you know now, even in Buona Vista, do you know how many car park lot is being allocated?
40%.
Yes, correct. If you go,
so you have to drive your Lamborghini or Ferrari, no problem, okay? Just one.
Yes. Okay, so if you are looking at the developer, now and the 4 big giants, you have the UOL, you have the Singland, King Leong, and CapitaLand. The landscape architect for Skye at Holland is none other than Helen Larsen, which did 15 Holland, which is just nearby.
Alright, going down to the Skye at Holland unit mix, I thought this is pretty healthy.
Yes, because there's no 1-bedder.
Yes, so in terms of 2-bed, we only have about 55% over here. We also have enough units of 3-bed, a total of 148 units. 4-bed, we have 100 over units, and the 5-bed, we have about 37 units. I thought it is really a very good mix of 2-bed all the way to 5-bed. Alright, so the smallest of the 2-bed is actually 581 square feet, but I thought a bit sad because it's open concept kitchen. But other than that, it's quite a nice, decent layout, 2-bed, dumbbell. You don't have any wasted space at all. But I have a golden question for you, Victor. There are many YouTubers and in fact agents who say that 2-bed, 1-bath, it is a very unsafe buy. You cannot make money out of it.
But the question is it really true? So if you look at the precedents of like the Link and Beauty World not far away from here, the 2-bed 1-bath actually did about 400,000. So today is not saying 2-bed 1-bath you cannot buy, but we have to look at other important criteria, important parameters as well. So if you want to know more about this, where are the 2-bed 1-bath that is probably something that you can consider, do hit me up. Happy to share with you more, guys.
Okay, moving along, we're going to go to the 2-bed, 2-bath, which is a dumbbell layout, 678 square feet. Very decent layout. This one, you will be facing the pool. I reckon that this will be one of the most popular layout over here in this project.
Okay, if you're going to the 2-bed plus study, so the only difference is that you still have the nice little dumbbell layout. Okay, you still have the nice little tucked-in kitchen. So I think some of them, they actually like this study is because it actually creates a more space into the master whereby people can use this as a dressing table. They can actually use this like as a work from home corner as well.
my view is that I do not really like this 2+ study because I feel that if you're really going to use it as a study, I would prefer the position of this study to be located away from the bedrooms.
So now let's take a deep dive into the price metric. So if the developer is selling at 20% profit margin, okay, for a 2-bedder 581 square feet, we're looking at about 1.6. For a 67 square feet, we are probably looking at about 1.89. And if it's based on a 30% profit margin, we are looking at about 1.78. Okay, and for 37 square feet, we are probably hitting the 2 mil mark. So the question is, if you are paying for such price, even today land talk, they're also looking at about 1.6 to 1.7. So which is a safer buy? Okay, comment below, share with me about your opinion. Happy to hear from you guys.
Okay, all right, just to bring you through some of the prices that have happened in the market, people have paid more than 2.3 million for a high floor Jadon unit, which is also a 2-bed,
And this is very near to my
non-harmonized.
house because I stay in Jurong.
And at Alta, Clementi, people also have paid 2.2 million for a 2-bed. I really hope that Skye at Holland developer is going to be kind, because based on the price metrics that have done, likely the 2-bed is unlikely to exceed more than 2.3 million, which makes it a pretty safe buy for a core central property. Moving along, even in 2-bed City Fringe, Ori, people have paid $2 million for the 2-bed. At Riviera, which is another City Fringe property, 2-bed resale, people have accepted paying up to 2.5. Moving along, City Fringe 8 at BT, 2-bed, people have paid up to 2.2 for a much smaller development. And Midtown Modern, resale-wise, people have paid almost 2.4 for a 2-bed, 2-bath, very similar layout to Skye at Holland.
Okay, so for the 3-bed, let's look at the price metric. So for a 20% profit margin, we are looking at about 2.5-ish. For the one with a 3-bed, 3-bath, we are looking at almost close to 3 million. And if it's based on a 30% profit margin, for the 3-bed compact 915 square feet, we are looking at about 2.8. And for the 3-bed premium, we are looking at about 3.3 million.
All right, let's go to the layout. I think the layout is very straightforward. You have a foyer where you walk in, you can't see the whole house. You have a kitchen with proper window, and then every bathroom you have window as well. I think it's a very straightforward layout for 915 square feet.
Correct.
If they are really going to come in within 2.8, you get a core central region. 3-bed at 2.8, I think that is really quite a steal.
For the 3-bedroom, we will enjoy the quiet unblocked facing. Because one thing about buying the Holland area is that not only people want the locality, the amenities, they also want the view.
All right, so coming to the 3-bed premium, tell us a little bit.
Okay, so the difference between this and the 3-bed compact, right, is that it has a larger living hall and an extra toilet. So what I like most about this is because
and a bomb shelter.
Yeah, and a bomb shelter. Okay, what I like most about this layout is that it's very, very crafted and well efficient in the sense that it's very catered to the people that is buying more for own stay.
I think it's quite a livable layout. Even at Linden Suit, which is another City Fringe property done by Capital Land, over there people have paid up to 3.4 mil for a 3-bed. If we can enter within the same quantum for a core central region property, I think this makes it a very safe buy over here. And moving along, we are going to the 4-bed now. Okay, so if it's based on a 20% profit margin, we are looking at 3.5 million. And for the bigger 4-bed, we are looking close to about 4.1 million. And if it's based on a 30% profit margin, for the 3-bedroom 1238 square feet, we are looking at about 3.8. And for the bigger 4-bedder, we are looking almost close to 4.5 million. All right, so coming to this 4-bed, I think the significant difference between these two layouts is one, you get a portrait layout, the other one, you have a landscape layout. As long as you own a 4-bed over here, be it the 1238 square feet or the 1464 square feet, it actually comes with a private lift.
Wow,
so
that's
very
nice.
atas. So we'd like to ask the audience over here, would you prefer a landscape hall or would you prefer a portrait layout?
So which one do you prefer? Please comment below. Share with us your viewpoint.
I'll buy you Starbucks.
Okay, so for myself, I have done research of properties in Holland, and we come to this property called here in Holland. So if you take a deep dive into this here in Holland, there are two kinds of layout. One is a portrait layout, the other one is a landscape layout. And the thing is that what I found is that the one with the landscape layout, they actually did almost close to 700k profit in 3 years.
Wow,
yeah,
that's amazing.
That's really amazing, huh? All right. So even the one that actually sold 3,007 per square feet, right, in one Holland village, guess what? This also comes with the landscape layout.
That's right. If you were to be working with us, when we analyze with you, we analyze not just the price, the project, but we will drill deep down even into the layout to ensure that it is really one of your most profitable buy.
Okay, so right now let's take a deep dive into some projects also around this area and what are the 4 bedrooms doing in the market today. So if you look at Lindenwood, which is also just about 3 stops away from you, near to Cambridge MRT, the 4 bedrooms are doing about close to about 4.1, 4.2 million. And if you look even into this Great World area, we have this Promenade Peak. The 4 bedrooms have climbed up to almost as high as 5.5 million. Okay, so let's go straight into the 5 bedroom. Let's look at the price metric. So for a 20% profit margin, we are looking at almost 5 million. Okay, and if it's based on a 30% profit margin, we are looking at close to 5.5 million.
Alright, so we have the 5 bed coming in at 1765 square feet. It comes with a private lift and it has a 6-meter wide hall, wall to wall. I think that's excellent. Every bedroom can fit a queen bed. You have a humongous master room.
Wow, this is really big.
Actually, I think this will really serve the needs of people who might want to look at right sizing from the landed nearby.
Okay, so right now, let's look at the price gap analysis. Because for our first pioneer project in One Holland, the land price is already about 1888 per square feet. And if you're looking at around the surrounding land prices, we have the Alta, we have the Holland Drive, they are already doing about 1,003 to 1,004 per square feet. And today, guess what, Joe? What is the land price that we are actually entering at?
1285 PSF.
1285. Isn't it about the same as our OCR prices like Bayshore? So even if you're talking about the CCR prices in general, One Holland Village, which is just right beside you, it has already hit 3781 per square feet. And even for our River Green, the one in Great World, it has already hit about 3004 per square feet already. And if you're talking maybe into area that is also prime location like Midtown Modern, they have an average about 3,003 to 3,004 per square feet. So today the question is, if we can buy something at 2,008 per square feet at this prime location, within reach to all the amenities, you have the MRT, you have the upgraders, you have a comfort of staying next beside the mall, at 2.8, is it safe to enter? So let's run through again of our region gap. Okay, so if you look into the CCR average price today, we are hitting about 3123 PSF.
In summary, we just want to go through 3 main points why I think this project might be a yes. Because number 1, the location is definitely one rare piece. Number 2, the land price is really attractive. If the developer is not going to mark up too much, I think the entry price is going to look very good. And number 3, this is traditionally a place that you get high rental. And looking at One Holland Village, which has delivered really strong rental, I think it's pretty safe if you're looking at using this as a cash cow.
Okay, so now let's go to the main point. So the question is, does it mean that if there's no school, means it's a bad buy? Okay, so I'm happy to share more with you guys because I've done my research. I can actually share with you what are some of the projects that has no school but still do pretty well in the resale market. But if you are keen to know more, hit me up. I'm happy to share with you my ebook on this. And this is Vic, and this is
Joe
signing off. Okay, so Joe, share with us, who is the developer for this sexy project?
At 1851 我不会讲，你讲。
Henning Laksana 是谁的？不懂还不会。
是，你不要 distract 我啦。
Okay, sorry.